did try and fuck her. She was married.
It's huge news, Sarah.
No, Nancy. Yeah. No, this was, and I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
Donald, all right, I'm afraid to ask this question, but what would you do? Playboy put Ivanka on the cover of the magazine and she had not...
This is going to be an interesting answer.
He doesn't even want you to have a drink. I know him. So.
It would be really disappointing. Not really. But it would depend on what was inside the magazine.
If she posed, it would be fine. But if they put her picture on...
Yeah, but it depends on what goes inside the magazine.
Well, see, that's her gripe. That's this girl's gripe.
And
people assume there'll be nude photos.
Right, you do assume that with Playboy.
Okay,
but if there weren't, you wouldn't have an issue with it then? If they were using her to...
I don't think Ivanka would do that inside the magazine, although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it! Oh, it's so weird!
Mexico to pay for the wall.
Thank you. Thank you.
I represented a group of people who put down significant amount of money as down payments on Trump real estate, specifically condominiums in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The project failed and they lost their money. So they hired my firm and they hired me to get their deposits back.
Okay, and at that time, you had just given birth 3 months earlier to a baby, and you were breastfeeding.
Yes.
And you had arranged it
Yes.
with Trump's team that you would take a break at an appropriate time and excuse yourself to go and use your breast pump. What happened when you tried to take that break?
That is absolutely correct. The lunch break was agreed to by everyone. It was pre-negotiated. It was nobody had any issues with it. When lunchtime came around, Donald Trump did not agree to the break. He said no breaks.
And you say that he
I needed
lost
to take the break.
I mean, you say that you described it as he lost it.
Yes.
And he had a meltdown. Can you describe it?
He had an absolute meltdown. When I said that I needed the break and it was for breast pumping purposes, he got up, his face got red, he shook his finger at me and he screamed, "You're disgusting, you're disgusting," and he ran out of there. And we were not able to conclude his deposition that day.